All right, hey everybody. This video is going to be my rock from North Dakota. So this is a funny story. Back in 2001, I went out for a vacation with my parents out west, and we stopped at a lot of places. I think we were gone for like 10 days. And one of the places we stopped at was Dickinson, North Dakota. There was a campground there, and my parents were in the camper. I had my tent, and it was on Sunday. I got it written down right here when it was. I kept a record of everything. So yeah, it was the evening of Sunday, August 26, 2001. So not long before 9/11 that year. But of course, we didn't know that was going to happen. And I was at this campground. Like I said, it was in Lewistown. I'm sorry, it was in Dickinson, North Dakota. The next place we stayed was Lewistown, Montana, but Dickinson, North Dakota. Set up my tent, and they had this rock drive there, and so I had to pound in my tent stakes somehow. And so I picked out this really nice rock from like the edge of this rock drive, and it was on the other side. I was on one side of this drive. On the other side, there was like some grass, and there was some kind of like river or stream flowing there, and so it went just fine. Set up my tent. But I want to show you my rock from North Dakota. And before I show you, back when I was in like fifth, sixth, or seventh grade, somewhere in that time range, I used to collect rocks. So I had a shoebox, a cardboard shoebox full of rocks. This was when we were living over in Indiana, in West Lafayette. And so I had all these really nice rocks. I would find a really nice, smooth rock on a stream bed and be nice and colorful, and I would keep it. And I don't know what happened to my rock collection, but I do have this one rock from North Dakota. I'm going to pause the video so I can get it out here. All right, so that was the pause. So first of all, I had these steel tent stakes that my tent's back behind me. I don't have to show you my whole tent, but these are the tent stakes. And to pound them in, I had to use a rock because sometimes the ground this is a pretty big rock. It fits in the palm of my hand, but it's very dense and heavy. It's a hard rock. It's brown. It's a brown rock. It's kind of multicolored, but it's a solid rock. It's not going to break up. And this is from North Dakota. But so I had to pound in my tent stakes with this rock, and I've gotten like a little bit of a steel on it, like scraping off from that. But I've used it ever since. I think I used like the end of it like this. I've used this rock ever since then, and I have it in my tent. I have it rolled up in my tent with my stakes in the little bag, And I think I've used both ends, but mostly this end is like flat right there. See where it's kind of messed up from all the tent stake pounding. But this is the rock from North Dakota. I'm living, obviously, not in the state of North Dakota, or this wouldn't be a big deal. But the thing about this rock was it was on the edge of that drive. So they had hauled in like some rock to make that drive like gravel. But it was all like the same color almost or something. I can't remember really, but I guess I do. But this looked like it was part of that drive. So maybe it was hauled in, like trucked in from somewhere. But it was still, I got this in the state of North Dakota. It probably came from that state, even if it was trucked in to put rock in the drive. But even if not, it was probably from not too far away, because why would they haul rock from like a very long state away, like many states away? So anyway, like I said, I had this rock collection in Indiana, and this is the main rock, though this wasn't part of that old collection, but this is a very big, thick, heavy, dense rock, and you can really pound the stakes in well with it. So if you are camping and the ground is too hard and dry to like just push the stakes in with your hand or your hands, or you can kind of like twist them in. Like sometimes you can kind of go back and forth, like grab the top and go, you're pushing them in like that. But sometimes it's really hard to get your stakes in. But if you pound them in, and you can damage your stakes, by the way, they'll bend and stuff, but you can pound your stakes in, they'll go into the ground. So I actually have a rock from North Dakota, and I do not live in North Dakota. It's a few states away from here. So basically, isn't that so cool that I have this rock from like North Dakota? I mean, how awesome is that? Anyway, I'm almost 5 minutes into the video. Let's cut it off. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, my workouts went really well this week. I got in all my workouts, triple time on all 5 work days, and long workouts on my 2 days off, starting another week. So it went super well.